Don't be a dummy for the devil by being like Haman. And let me preface this message by saying, I know I was inspired to do a message similar to this one regarding, for example, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, and how they came against those men, cast them in the fire, and the men who actually put them in the fire were the ones who were consumed. And likewise for Daniel in the lion's den. When they threw him in the lion's den, he survived, but the ones who conspired to do so, they and their families were killed. But regarding Haman, King Ahasuerus, also known as Xerxes, put Haman in a position, exalted his throne above all others in his kingdom, and he commanded that everyone should bow down and pay homage to Haman. However, Mordecai refused, and some men noticed that Mordecai wouldn't pay homage, show respect to Haman. And they told Haman, and then Haman observed, and he saw that when everyone else was revering him, showing him reverence, Mordecai wouldn't do so. Mordecai wouldn't bow before him, and Mordecai didn't fear him. Even when confronted, Mordecai refused. Then it got to the point where Haman, when he found out that Mordecai was a Jew, he went to King Ahasuerus, and he was willing to pay him money for the opportunity not only to kill Mordecai, but all Jews. That is how enraged he was, where he didn't just want to destroy Mordecai, he wanted to destroy all Jews. And by the way, that's a recipe for disaster, because he was coming against God's children. So Haman, in a position of authority, given to him by the king, but Mordecai refused to worship him, refused to bow down, would not submit to his authority, even though his authority was legitimate. And in the end, it was Haman and his sons who were killed on the gallows that he has set forth for Mordecai. Don't be a dummy for the devil by trying to be like Haman, where you, because you're offended at someone, you're going to try to destroy that person's life when the person's walk is upright with the Lord. In addition, your authority may not even be legitimate. And even if it's legitimate and even from God, if the person does not want to submit to your authority, do not let offense lead you to your demise and you end up in the pits of hell like Haman.